Hello, my name is Emily Barnard, and I will be talking about the new compost system at Asheville High and SILSA. Starting on Friday, February 21st, we are putting into motion a compost system in our cafeteria to reduce food waste. Composting is the process of recycling food by allowing it to be in an environment so that it will decompose into nutritious, usable soil. This picture shows the cycle of composting where it starts at the farm and then it goes to the produce, and whatever waste is left from the produce goes into the compost bin, and then it turns into soil that we can use to naturally fertilize the fields. And so this circular progression is what we want instead of a linear progression that stops at the landfill, and it's not sustainable. So why do we even want to compost? Composting is sustainable. There's a common misconception that when you throw waste away into the garbage that it will decompose in the landfills, but this is not true. It's very hard to decompose waste in landfills because everything is so tightly packed that it lacks the oxygen needed for this process. So what this means is that we have hot dogs and lettuce that are still in perfect condition after decades of being in there. And even the little bit that does decompose, it has to decompose anaerobically, which means without oxygen. And this means that it produces a lot of methane gas, which is 21 times more harmful than carbon dioxide as a greenhouse gas. So if we compost, it's predicted that we could reduce our waste by more than 50% and cut our landfills by more than half. So let's talk about the moolah. By reducing our waste by 80%, which is a number that we've taken from the 5 elementary schools around us that have tried this system last year and are continuing it, they have saved money, and we have predicted that Asheville High could save about $4,800. And so that's a lot of money, and we should think about everything we could do with that money. So what can be composted? This is definitely a part you want to pay attention. This is important. You can compost anything that used to be living, so this means fruits and vegetables, any kind of food, meat and bones, paper napkins, wax paper, milk cartons, cardboard. What can't be composted? Make sure you don't compost styrofoam, sporks, plastic utensils, plastic bottles, aluminum cans, any kind of metal, plastic bags, just any kind of plastic or styrofoam or metal. So how do you compost? We're going to put stations around the cafeteria, and for the first 3 days we'll have ecology club members stationed at each of the bins, so you can ask them questions and you'll know they're ecology club members because they'll be wearing green vests like the ones in this picture, and there will also be signs at the bins at all times. So thank you for your time, and I hope you join us in becoming the first public high school in North Carolina to have composting. Thank you.